Alright, guys, we're back to the fourth and final part of the Pro Wrestling Rewind.
Extended version. Nice.
Yes!
Winning.
Alright, we're on the top 5. I just did my number 4, worst wrestler of all time. Now, let's go it over to JV!
What's my turn?
Yes, you're number 3.
No, I'm kidding. Number 3. I could pick The Miz, but actually I like the guy. He's a nice guy to meet outside the ring. He's self-centered, but he's a nice guy.
He is. I saw him at Access. Cool dude.
I gotta say, one of the worst ones, especially in my mind, because I haven't seen him wrestle, and I personally think he sucks, Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, wow.
And hell, to add 2 more names to the list who also couldn't wrestle, Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch.
No, Lance Cade could.
Lance Cade sucked.
He was trained by Shawn Michaels.
It doesn't matter. He was trained by Shawn Michaels. Apparently everything he was taught went the hell out the window. Because you teamed up with a guy who looked like he sucked on a friggin' bunch of fucking lemons before he went out of the ring.
Trevor Murdoch is hilarious.
But yeah, Kurt Hawkins, he was an edge head. That's fine. He looked like Edge. That was fine. In the ring, you haven't seen him wrestle much in the ring, especially even if he's on Superstars. He probably lost a few matches. You don't really know much about Kurt Hawkins. You haven't seen him in a while. And who knows? He probably lost a lot of that talent that he was looking for. And the superstar he wanted to have. He just doesn't wrestle as good as he used to. Orlando Jordan is in the same group. That's why his number 4 was such a good pick.
He was never good. Orlando was never good. But anyway.
I have to kind of disagree with you two a little bit on that one.
Alright, so who were your 5 and number 4?
My number 3 pick was
Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins.
And your number 4 was Robbie E. and 5 was, I forget.
Oh god, now even I forget.
Oh well. We'll come back to that. Do a little recap for you in a sec. Alright, my number 3. Current WWE superstar. Has no ring skills whatsoever. The Great Khali.
What?
The Great Khali.
Wait a second.
Yes.
How?
What have you... Alright. Name one good match he's had.
Him and Kane, WrestleMania 23.
That was 24.
No, it was 23.
And that was good?
It was a good match. Remember? May 18th.
May 19th.
The shit out of Kane, whatever it was, because the movie See No Evil.
That was Big Show.
No, it wasn't.
That was all Big Show, dude.
It's Khali. I can prove it. I have the damn DVD right there.
That came out in 2006. WrestleMania 23 was in 2007.
Oh, yeah. Khali. It was Khali versus Kane.
Yes. All right. Well, okay. That's one good match.
23. It was 23, dude. 23 it was.
But anyway, Great Khali, absolutely terrible. I don't like him.
That was for the Radios, too.
I do not like him. He has a terrible fishing move. He chops somebody over the head.
It hurts.
That didn't hurt.
With the amount of force coming from the guy that tall.
I guess. But yeah, Great Khali is my number 3. JV, your number 2.
I don't remember how my number 5 was.
I think... Oh, wait, hang on. No, I don't want to stop the video.
It was a superstar from WWE, I know that.
Right.
Yeah. Number 2. WWE superstar, Lord Tensai. guy known as A-Train. We all know it's A-Train, by the way. Let's just say I can't stand him doing this now. I mean, because doing what he does with the mist reminds me of Tajiri. It reminds me of the Great Muda. It's just not right. I totally gotta say, if you're gonna do something right, do it the way it should be done. Don't be like a dick like A-Train at this point. Personally, he's got no in-ring talent, no skill, nothing. Personally, in my opinion. Basically, he's like Ryback, but I think Skip Sheffield as Ryback is a better character than A-Train ever will be.
Lord Tensai.
I just hate him.
Okay, that's understandable. Definitely understandable. Understandably. Yeah. My number 2.
Yep.
It's gonna be a blast from the past. It's a tag team. I don't know if they still wrestle or not. They're a rap group. I know that. My number 2 is the Insane Clown Posse.
What?
Yes. The
Wow.
Insane Clown Posse.
Damn.
What purpose did they have other than to promote themselves? Seriously.
They had some of the fights with the sweater vest loving Mean Street Posse.
Mean Street Posse, Insane Clown Posse.
I wanted to smack the guys from the Mean Street Posse. I thought they took it up their ass every night.
From Shane O'Mac.
Yeah, I don't know why the hell they were hired by him anyway.
Because they're friends with him. That's why.
Of course.
But yeah, the Insane Clown Posse, they had nothing to offer. Had nothing to offer to the wrestling business.
That's true.
And they're still in it. They're still doing it. They have Juggalo Championship Wrestling. So many things I can say right now. But I want to contain myself because I'm about to go see Foreigner at Sunfest. So I should probably contain myself.
So jealous of you right now.
But yeah, the Insane Clown Posse, Violent J, Shaggy 2 Dope, you suck, fuck you.
Yes,
From me.
Okay.
From me to you, you suck. JV, you're number 1. Let me wait. Hang on. Let me guess. I'm guessing. Is it this guy?
Man, you're too good.
I knew it.
Number 1, my personal least favorite wrestler of all time. The guy that I really just want to shoot in the face with a rocket launcher and a sniper rifle and an AK-47 and a Colt 45 revolver and everything else. Brock fucking Lesnar. I'll tell you right now, if I had to explain the reasons why I hated this guy, somebody would not be going to Sunfest tonight.
The final night of Sunfest.
The reasons are too fucking long, too many of them. Personally, I hate the guy, okay? And I know I said it earlier in the episode. He screwed me over for an autograph. I basically cursed him out at fucking UFC, and he lost his match, and I flipped him off. Hell, saying hi to the guy probably just makes him want to beat the hell out of you. I gotta tell you, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Why the hell do they have him back?
Legitimacy.
Fuck. Legitimacy! You want legitimacy? You bring back one of my personal favorites!
Batista?
Yes! Fuck people power! Michael Cole at this point. But screw legitimacy, dude. You don't really have no reason for it. Lesnar sucked anyway.
True.
I never liked him.
Alright. That's understandable.
Doesn't even make any sense.
It's understandable. I completely understand with you on that. Now, my number one. Just saying this guy's name makes me, brings me to a boil. Makes my blood boil. The Ultimate Warrior.
Oh my god.
He did the exact same thing to me. He snubbed me for an autograph. And he cursed me out too. And I cursed him out too. He did the exact same thing to me.
I applaud you, young man.
He's on roids. He's still on roids to this day. He's on steroids. Steroids are wrong. If you haven't seen the self-destruction... What?
It's like steroids, man, okay?
Yeah, exactly. If you haven't seen the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD, make sure you go check that out. That will make sure... That will... how should I say this? That'll better describe why he is my number one. So definitely check that DVD out.
I've definitely seen it. Yeah, I can kind of understand.
His promos were absolutely terrible. His matches lasted less than 5 minutes, unless.
Wait, terrible's an understatement for the friggin' promos.
Yeah, you can't barely understand what he's saying. It's completely incoherent. His matches are usually less than 5 minutes, except for the one with Savage at WrestleMania 7 and with Hogan at WrestleMania 6. When he came back in 1996, he was a complete douchebag. I met him like at Wrestle Reunion or something down here in Florida a few years ago, and he was a complete douchebag. Absolute douchebag, and I cursed him out for it. He didn't sign the DVD, and I ended up selling the DVD because I couldn't bother to see that guy's face in my house. So, yep, the Ultimate Warrior.
I think we should do another top 5.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Let's give the fans more.
All right.
We just about our least favorite. Let's do our top 5 most favorite.
Right now, or of all time?
Of all time.
All right. Okay.
You want to start, or should I start it?
I'll start it.
Go ahead.
I need to Oh, how should All right, number 5. Wow, this is tough. Well, not really, because the top 5 we did last week is the top 5 of this week.
What?
The top 5 we did last week, the top 5 Hall of Famers,
Okay.
are my top 5 this week, so it's not going to be a surprise. So, no surprise, my number 5 is the Rated R Superstar Edge. You think you know me?
I taught you. You had the same number 5 pick.
Your number 5's Edge too?
Yes. I mean, let's think about it. He's had some of the greatest matches in his career. The TLC matches with ENC versus Billy's versus the Hardys. By
Yes.
far the best matches
Definitely.
of his career. I mean, especially because of what he did. He made himself known.
Yes, definitely. I agree 100%. Number 4?
Number 4, go ahead.
Number 4, no surprise, the immortal Hulk Hogan. Hollywood Hulk Hogan. What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild on you, brother, 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 brother? The most recognizable face in wrestling history. How can't he be in your top 5? How can't he be in anybody's top 5, for that matter?
I don't know, but you'll find out with my picks.
Okay.
My number 4 is a current superstar from WWE.
Okay. All right.
And let's just say he came to play. I used to hate the guy, but I like him now. I gotta say it's The Miz.
Of all time?
Well, of all time, he fits into the top 10. Reason why top 5 now, The Miz has done a lot in his career now. He's gotten better, so I actually like him a lot. But if I can say somebody that ties with him at number 4, which is the actual main pick, it's got to be from TNA. It's got to be AJ Styles. No, not AJ Styles. Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff. Because
Druggy Hardy.
Yeah, Jeff, because he's done a lot. He's done more stuff with ENC than you'll ever know, especially with the TLC match, like I mentioned. Those two are pretty much the two favorites of mine that get number 4.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy did a lot of other stuff, too.
We ain't going there.
Anyway. My number 3...
Oh, you bastard.
It's true.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, bro.
Number 3. The best there is. Best there was. Best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart.
Wow, you totally built that up and you just smashed it.
Yeah, basically. That was my intention. Bret Hart is my number 3 because he's really good. He's one of the best of all time. And plus, I'm a huge fan of technical wrestling. Okay? I'm like the technical guy, and you're probably like the hardcore guy, right?
You can kind of say that.
You're the brawler dude.
You to have, though.
You're a brawler dude.
True.
I
hit so many of my opponents in backyard with kendo sticks, it's not even funny.
Yep, he's a brawler dude. I'm more of a technical dude. I like the holds and the moves and all the submissions and everything, high flying, all that stuff. Bret the Hitman Hart does all those things, and that's why he's my number 3. And plus, he's the greatest Canadian wrestler in history. So, yeah, Bret the Hitman Hart, my numero trace. JV, number 3.
Former ECW, WWE, and TNA star himself, Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, I thought you were going to go RVD.
RVD's still wrestling. I like Tommy Dreamer, though, too. I gotta say, Tommy Dreamer is one of my favorite of all time. No, a nice try to go ahead and try to give away a hint for part of my number 2.
Okay. No. Oh, no, I was doing the Tommy Dreamer pose.
Oh, well, that's part of my number 2 pick.
I see where that's going.
It's something like that, though.
I see where that's going.
Yep.
Number 2 for me. 3 simple words. Viva la raza.
Eddie.
Guerrero.
And now Alberto Del Rio.
Del Taco. Alberto Del Taco. Anyway, Eddie Guerrero, number 2. Like I said before, I like the technical wrestling. I like the high-flying Lucha Libre stuff, too, from Mexico. And Eddie Guerrero is, without question, the greatest Mexican wrestler in the history of the WWE. If you haven't seen my review of the top 50 greatest superstars of all time on my Epistle 90 channel, make sure you definitely check that out, because I have some very colorful things to say about that. But yeah, anyway, but going back to this, Eddie Guerrero is my number 2 because he was, without question, the best in-ring performer I had ever seen at the time. And I miss him so much. He's the best. He was really good. He was the man. He was awesome. Rest in peace, Eddie. Hope to see you wrestle up in heaven sometime soon.
Oh, he will, and he'll have the lowrider with him too.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
He'll have like the most pimpin' lowrider too.
Oh yeah, definitely. JV, numero dos.
That little pose you did was kind of reminiscent to somebody I knew. He is the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
Wow, UFC
He's
legend.
one of my favorites from WWE because of all the stuff he did. He's got that Muay Thai, kickboxing, UFC background. I remember during a SummerSlam, it was him versus Steve Blackman. It was the arena was MSG. Match was a Lion's Den match. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes,
match.
I do.
It's a great match.
Yes, I do. I remember that.
So much happened in that match, and it was one of my favorites of all time. And personally, me as a fan, since the Attitude Era, you got to go with your Steve Blackmans, your Ken Shamrocks,
Owen Hart,
your Owen Harts, your New Age Outlaws.
Oh yeah.
Having that be the one, that person, that guy, made me like WWE that much more.
Yes, I agree 100%.
And then when I saw him in UFC, I was like, wait a minute, holy shit, that's him.
Yep. Yeah, he's the best of both worlds. When you look up best of both worlds in the dictionary, there's a picture next to Ken Shamrock.
And you obviously, thank God it's not Miley Cyrus.
Yes. Thank God for that. That song is absolutely terrible.
Anyway, you're number one.
My number one. Wow, that's very interesting. I personally thought you were going to go with Sheamus there for a second. Anyway.
I can shock people, trust me.
Number one, for me. The showstopper. The headliner. The main event. The icon. Mr. WrestleMania. Mr. Hall of Fame. The Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels. Let me just say this right now. I've been a wrestling fan ever since for 21 years.
You want to go into that one video you made?
You want me to?
If you want to.
I've been a wrestling fan for 21 years. If you want to go back further, I've been a wrestling fan since I was in my mother's womb. And if you want to go back even further than that, I've been a fan of wrestling since I was a sperm cell in my dad's ball sack. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the truth. That is the truth. And there have been, getting back to number one, there have been so many wrestlers that have come by my TV screen, come by my video or DVD player, cable box, whatever. What? Not only one. Only one can stick through you. Stick through you in here, inside. And that guy for me is Shawn Michaels. Every single match he ever had on Raw or SmackDown or pay-per-view, WrestleMania is definitely a 5-star classic in my eyes. He was my favorite when I first started watching. He's my favorite to this day. He's my favorite until the day I die. HBK is the best. Period. End of story.
Definitely.
You're number one.
4-way tie.
4-way.
Bret Hart.
Okay.
Stone Cold.
Nice.
Eddie Guerrero.
Nice.
And HBK.
Nice.
All four of them had the same impact on me when I was a kid. Even watching Eddie in WCW.
Oh yeah.
Was up there. But personally,
Latino World Order.
Yeah, exactly. If I had to pick one though out of all four, it would be your number one pick. It would definitely be HBK. But all four of these guys made such an impact in professional wrestling, and it's just, what can you do? What can you say? You know.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, with everything that happened in WWE, to see him go after that one match at 26, it was just hard.
Yes.
To know that he's done everything possible. That ladder match at WrestleMania 10 with Razor Ramon for the IC title.
Yes.
The match he had at WrestleMania 25. The match he had at WrestleMania 26.
12. What match he had at WrestleMania 12? The Iron Man match with Bret the Hitman Hart is the greatest match of all time, in my opinion.
Well, I like that match too, but there's also other matches. Think about it. The match he had with his friend Triple H back when they were enemies.
At SummerSlam, at Armageddon in 2002, the event I was at, the very first pay-per-view I was at.
Yeah, how about the stuff that he did with his own idea? With his own idea in Triple H. Because to be honest, to prove a point here, D-Generation X was not Triple H's idea. I thought it was. My friend told me DX was actually the idea of HBK.
I personally thought it was Triple H's too, because he's a lot younger and, you know.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was actually HBK's.
That was a surprise.
He's done a lot of stuff. I mean, especially that one time when he came back and he super kicked that little girl, which was actually hilariously funny as hell to look at. to basically throwing Coachman through a wall and spray painting his ass.
Oh.
And the thing with him, Triple H, and John Cena, and the fact of that not coming out right, and the girls passing all three of them. That was just. You look at Triple H, you say that he's got good moments.
Yeah, definitely.
But you look at HBK, and you say this guy has had the best moments in WWE.
Absolutely.
And for that reason, that's where he gets my number one.
Number one, greatest moments, greatest matches. He's the best. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it for episode 5, season 2 of the Pro Wrestling Rewind. Oh, right. Forgot to mention something. We have an idea, or should we do that in another video?
We can say what the idea is. We're not going to actually do it until another video.
Okay. We got this idea from the Wrestling Gurus, who are one of my main inspirations to make wrestling videos. Them and the Off the Rope Show. If you haven't checked those out, definitely check those guys out. Those guys are amazing.
Yeah, Alex will put the link in the description box below.
Down there. Subscribe to both of them. They deserve it.
And the Pro Wrestling Report, too.
Oh, yeah, those guys, too. So those 3.
Put a link for them, too.
Those 3 channels are the main reasons why I want to do this now. But anyway, the Wrestling Gurus made a video a couple of, like, last week or something?
Yeah, last week.
Last week, where they drafted 20 superstars, or 23 superstars. They had to produce a match card, and whoever the best booking or the best roster, and the fans had to comment and vote below on who had the best.
Got bragging rights, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'd figured, why not do that? Where they basically put the wrestlers in a hat, and they have divas, and do you want to do the belts too, or?
No.
All right, they had another drawing where they had to choose like the belts, like. We're gonna do this belt and this belt, blah blah blah. And they had to produce like a match, like a pay-per-view, a match card or something. And I figured that would be an interesting thing to do with both companies, TNA and WWE. And I wanna throw in Ring of Honor, but JV's like all skeptical on that.
It's not that I'm skeptical. I just haven't seen Ring of Honor in years, so I haven't.
They don't have it in Philly? It's on TV now.
I haven't seen it. At all.
All right. Okay, well, I guess it'll just be WB and TNA then. Whenever we do decide to do that.
It'll be soon. We're going to try it.
Now, is what's his name going to be a part of this too?
No, it'll just be me and you.
Okay.
We'll do it between us two.
All right, here we go.
If you say that during the entire time, I'm going to kick your ass. I'll go to the computer and kick your ass.
All right. So, yeah. Episode 5 is in the books.
It definitely is. We had a great time. Hopefully you guys will enjoy watching this as much as we did making it.
Please, for the love of God, subscribe to us.
Desperate that much, Alex? Damn.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
Also, what Alex can do is he's going to put my channel and his channel as what we are on YouTube in the description box, along with the Pro Wrestling Guru, the Pro Wrestling Report. the Wrestling Gurus and the what is
Off the Rope Show.
Off the Ropes show in the description box. So check out all 3 of those channels. Check out our two channels. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe to us on all
Hit us
the
up on
all
Skype.
the boards.
Hit us up on Skype if you want.
Definitely, we have Skype names, as you can tell, because we're doing it right now. This has been a great show. I'm so glad I had a chance to do it. Alex, another great show.
Definitely. Good show for you, too. So, for J Van Diesel, this is A Pizzle saying,
well,
yeah,
you
Seth.
go ahead. I want to say something else also, in the words of Bob Barker, since I found out, he's becoming another year older pretty soon, if I believe. Make sure you go ahead and help control the pet population and have your pets spayed or neutered. It's a simple thing to do. And also, remember, guys, WWE TNA, they are what wrestling is, and that's what we're going to be here to help cover for you guys.
Wrestling matters here.
We are the Yeah, exactly. We are the Pro Wrestling Rewind guys. And like Alex would say, peace out.
So, all right. So for J Van Diesel, wow, that was terrible.
I thought we were going to finish that.
No. I was going to. So for J Van Diesel, this is A Pizzle saying peace out, baby. See you later.
See you guys.